This project is the Sadiq Organic Farms. That's what we have called it. We have a nonprofit called Humanity First USA. And a few years ago, about 4 years ago, they decided to support urban gardens on the north side of the city of St. Louis. And as we know, the north side of the city of St. Louis is primarily a food desert. And so we've been very preoccupied over the last few years with creating and administering a community garden. This garden is at the corner of Bircher and Alcott, which makes it face Highway 70. So it's very prominent in the community. We have redesigned the garden and we have added new beds. We have added a parking area. We have a whole design plan, including irrigation systems and cinder block beds. As a result of our work, we have garnered some interest from some other groups, the Wallbridge Community School, as well as the elementary school itself. And they've had some community gardens for some time. And this year, 2012, we're also working to sponsor them. So we will be working to redesign their gardens as well on a more long-term model. We want to organize gardens that have long life in the community, give them some longevity, make them connected to the community. So that's, the sum of the project is that at this point we're working on about 7 or 8 lots. 3 that are in control of the Sadiq Farms project that is sponsored by Humanity First USA directly, and then another 3 or 4 that belong to the community, the Walnut Park, North St. Louis City area, that we are sponsoring this year. We're co-sponsoring them, providing supplies, providing expertise, and trying to develop these gardens as more long-term projects. The root of our support need is people. We need human beings. And like I say to our community members frequently, I say, come out just to give moral support even. That energy of just visiting and saying hi and saying hello is very important to a project that is community-centered, in this case, community gardening. Of course, we also need volunteers to lay out beds using concrete or cinder blocks, to lay out beds using landscape timbers. We need hands. And so we're very interested if people want to volunteer. We're gardening quite frequently, typically on a Saturday morning between the hours of 8 and 12. And during the week, there are some ladies who are constantly there. So we want that kind of support. Another layer of support that we're interested in is if people have different kinds of supplies. We do have enough tools that we need, and we can always quickly attract tools or get tools, but we're also interested in tools. If people have gardening tools they want to spare, we always welcome those. But we're looking for larger sponsors who can purchase things like cinder blocks, who can purchase things like landscape timbers, because we want these gardens to really look professionally done. We want them to not only help young people establish a relationship with their food, but we want to beautify the community as well. Community beautification is key in parts of North St. Louis where there's so much devastation and so much vacuum, a vacancy in homes and vacancy in lives. We want to be able to put things that are of value. So we're interested in anyone who is willing to provide supplies and resources that might help with that.